What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today's video is going to cover sort of a vision versus vision face-off. I think the original concept that I had written down was just covering OG Vision as a 7-star, but I think it's more fitting to cover both existing Visions as 7-stars and sort of see who I prefer, who I consider to be better and more useful. Spoiler alert, I do have an answer, and I am not afraid to admit it that I do like Deathless Vision more, but I'm curious what you guys have to think and have to say. So, I've already made plenty of videos on Deathless Vision, but OG Vision, I never have made a video on him the entire history of my YouTube channel. So, this guy has been an exclusive character for as long as I can remember at higher rarities, 5-star, 6-star, and now 7-star. So I did end up getting him and awakening him during the banquet of last year, but obviously mine is not rank 3 Sig 200. This is because I'm on the CCP beta. So Vision is an interesting champion. He has this signature ability where he gains 50% of a bar of power, or 50% of his total power, not just a bar of power, 50% of his total power every 30 seconds periodically, and that's the entire Sig, is he gains a bar and a half of power every 30 seconds. If his special attacks reduce the enemy power to 0, you heal block them. And then his specials burn a proportionate amount of the opponent's power and deals direct damage based on that amount. So the special 1 burns 39%, the special 2 is 100%, very nice. And then the special 3 is 33%. I don't know why anyone would go for the special 3. Special 2 is the way to go. And then obviously he's immune to bleed and poison. So that's OG Vision. Let's take him out for a little bit of a spin, just on his own, on his lonesome, without any help. We have the Vision Relic here. Let's go use OG Vision against Mr. Sinister. A matchup where he should do pretty well, because he has the heal block, and he has the power control, so he should do fairly well here. So OG Vision inflicts a heal block debuff, and it's only for 7 seconds, whereas Deathless Vision inflicts a heal block passive, and that lasts significantly longer. So we're going to go for a nice little combo here, end on a light attack, go for a special 2. Nice little 27k burst, definitely not bad. Now we're just going to keep going for more combos. I can bait specials if I want to, but I don't actually need to, because I have that 100% power burn that's going to keep me at bay. But right there is a problem, right? Right there is a pretty massive problem I have with OG Vision. That is the periodic power gain being out of control. So I was going to go for a special 2 there, get a nice power burn on Mr. Sinister, and because of the power control, or because of the power gain, I was unable to do that. So now I can do it and deal a nice 28k burst, but I was unable to do that because of the periodic power control, or the periodic power gain. I'm going to keep saying power control, so bear with me. So that's one of my biggest gripes with Vision, is you have this power gain, which is really nice and could be really useful, but in certain situations, it's going to screw you over like it just did there. That was a realistic look at what Vision could do for a shorter form fight against Mr. Sinister. Now, I could obviously go fight the medium and long form one, but I'm not going to put you guys through that torture because it really would not be super fun. Vision is safe. I will say that. I will say that Vision is safe. He has great power control on the special 2, and he's got decent immunities with the bleed and poison. But that's it. On his own, he doesn't have very good damage, and his utility is solely power control. That is the reason you would use Vision in a matchup, is because of power control. Now, Deathless Vision, on the other hand, he sort of flips that narrative. He has power control, but Deathless Vision is more of a heal block damage champion. So, let's go do the same fight against Mr. Sinister with rank 3 Sig 200 Deathless Vision. Now, I'm not going to show off Deathless Vision with the full Deathless team, because that would make it a very unfair comparison. But on his own, I think it is absolutely fair to show him off against the same fight, Mr. Sinister. So, with Deathless Vision, you have to be way more meticulous with when you power drain the opponent, because you need to push them under a threshold of power in order to get the heal block and to get the phase charge. So it's a very, very specific threshold. Right above a bar of power is the ideal place. But if you have to bait a couple of special attacks, it's really not that big of a deal. We're going to go for a special 2 here, and this should deal quite a bit of damage. Yeah, there you go. So, 49 seconds for that fight with a rank 3 7-star Deathless Vision. I had to lock in there a little bit. One thing about Deathless Vision is there's a lot more to pay attention to with managing the opponent's power. Because he is primarily a damage dealer and a heal block champion, the power control sort of takes a secondary role in Deathless Vision's kit. But I feel that he's actually better than OG Vision because he still has access to decent power control, especially on that special 2, and Deathless Vision has a heal block passive that lasts significantly longer than OG Vision's normal heal block. So, right here, if a special attack or effect generates a phase charge, inflict a heal block passive for 15 seconds. So not only do you gain that phase charge, which means you can miss, you can gain your Fury passives, but you inflict a 15-second passive heal block, which is not able to be removed because it's passive, it's not a debuff. So right then and there, I think that Deathless Vision gains the upper hand because he has a better version of heal block and better damage. So if we're looking at like champions in this triangle, right? Damage, utility, sustainability. I think Deathless Vision obviously has better damage. I think utility, it could be argued that they're even. And then sustainability, I consider Deathless Vision to have that as an upper hand as well because he has more immunities and he has that phase which can save you in certain situations where maybe there's an unblockable opponent or a special attack you don't want to dodge. So I think Deathless Vision beats out OG Vision 2-1, but let's show off OG Vision with a synergy, ironically from Deathless Vision. So, Deathless Vision gives OG Vision a 40% Fury buff for 8 seconds after Vision burns a bar of power. So, pretty decent, pretty solid synergy. Let's go fight the same Mr. Sinister again with this new synergy for OG Vision. So, I have to burn a bar of power in order to gain this Fury buff, and it's a 40% Fury buff. That's definitely decent. Definitely a decent, sizable Fury buff for OG Vision here. So, I'm going to do a little block baiting, and then I'm going to push him to 2 bars of power, and that is a nice amount of damage coming off of OG Vision here with those 2 Fury buffs. I'm going to do the same thing again, push him over 2 bars of power. Nice burst, 14k mediums. Go for a nice special 2 here. Very solid, nice 16k burst. Those medium and light attacks are solid. 11k medium, 7.5k light attack. Definitely nothing to scoff at. The heal block has run out, so now let's push him one more time over 2 bars of power, get a nice stand-up here, and go for one more special 2, and that is it. So with that Fury synergy, he basically equals Deathless Vision's time against this same Mr. Sinister. 51 seconds versus 49 seconds from Deathless Vision. So it's definitely a noticeable increase, right? It's a sizable increase. Cuts off almost 25 seconds from that max time. I believe the original time was 1 minute and 15 seconds. So cutting off a significant amount of time from that original Mr. Sinister fight. Just giving Vision that damage is extremely nice. The problem is this synergy is with 2 Visions. You don't need to run 2 Visions in basically any piece of content at all. So that's the main issue. That's the crux of the issue. In order for OG Vision to feel like a worthy component in a roster, you need to give him like a substantial damage increase, whether that's running full recoil and full boost or giving him synergies like this with Deathless Vision. He's not going to feel as worthy. Now, Deathless Vision synergy here, I believe he gains a precision, either a precision buff or a precision passive when he burns the opponent below a power threshold or whenever he gains a phase charge. I'm not sure which one it is, but we're about to find out. Oh, intercepting the opponent. Never mind. I thought it was something to do with gaining phase charges, but it's not. And that's totally fine. So now I'm going to push myself to a special 2 because Sinister is gaining a lot of power from that Mystic ability. 5 Furies. Decent damage. Still have that heal block passive. My Fury passives are, increasing my attack by a decent amount. Nothing crazy, nothing absolutely insane, but definitely a decent amount. And that was actually 1 second longer than the original Vision fight. Obviously, getting the concussion on me from Sinister's Special 2 was not helping the damage ramp because I can't gain my phase charge. But still, Vision is getting Sinister down in around 45 to 50 seconds typically. Even with that synergy, it doesn't really do much for Deathless Vision. But overall, I think OG Vision is still a useful character, but he really needs the help in the damage department. So, like, if you're using this guy in Alliance War for whatever reason, you need to be, running full boost, potentially even full recoil, because that Special 2 power control is still incredibly strong and very, very useful. Obviously, having the ability to remove 100% of the opponent's power is nothing to scoff at. That is truly a powerful, powerful piece of utility. But Vision has no damage, and his heal block that is associated with this is very weak, very short. It's a debuff, which means it can be shrugged, and it's only 7 seconds, which means you barely have any uptime on it before it goes away. So, OG Vision, I think, is a solid champion, but personally, I consider Deathless Vision overall to be a better version of OG Vision. Now, I do want to preface this by saying Vision Age of Ultron is not available as a 7-star as of the recording of this video. If Vision Age of Ultron were to be a 7-star, far and away, he would be the best 7-star Vision available in the game. I prefer Vision Age of Ultron to all of the Visions in the game. Obviously, Deathless Vision has a special place in my heart, but in terms of just valuing the champion as an individual character and not part of like a team or anything, Vision Age of Ultron is unbelievably powerful. He has... Let me just show you, instead of just talking about it, let me just show you why Vision Age of Ultron is so powerful, what makes him so unbelievably strong. The Power Steel signature ability. Special attacks have a 100% chance to disrupt the target, taking 30% of their power as your own. So not only do you have the same power control mechanics as the original Vision, the 100% burn on the Special 2, the burn on the Special 1, the Special 3 burn is actually stronger, but you have a better SIG ability because you're not gaining power periodically. You're not gaining power at an uncontrollable rate at times. You are stealing power, which you can effectively use to lock the opponent from ever using a special attack. That's why I consider Age of Ultron Vision to be the best Vision. But as of the current available Visions in the game, I do consider Deathless Vision to be better 2-1. I think Deathless Vision has more damage, and I think he has more sustainability, whereas OG Vision maybe has, you could argue, I'm not going to say this definitively, but you could argue that OG Vision has more utility with that power control on the Special 2, but even then, that's the only thing he really has going for him. Deathless Vision has more immunities, he has a passive heal block, and he still has decent power control, so they might even be even. They might not even have a discrepancy there. They might just be considered even in that department because of how it sort of balances out within both of their kits. But let me know what you guys think about the Vision debate, as I'm likely going to call this video, or something similar to that. Who do you prefer? Do you value the OG version of Vision as a 7-star? And if you do, tell me, where do you use him? How have you used him before? Because personally, I could see him having uses, but like the modern day tech class has champions that can control the opponent's power much better than OG Vision can, and OG Vision needs help in the damage department, whereas other characters really don't. So I'm curious, what do you think? Who do you prefer between Vision Age of Ultron, or not Vision Age of Ultron, OG Vision and Deathless Vision? And if you have any more thoughts about OG Vision as a champion, or any places where you've maybe used the champion, situations that you want to talk about, I'd love to hear about that. But please let me know down in the comments below. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you liked it, and I really hope that you did, please consider hitting that subscribe button and also hitting like. Both of those things are incredibly helpful for the channel and support me in more than one way. So thank you both. Thank you both. Thank you all for doing that. And like I said, I will see you all in the next video.